What's up, everybody? This is Jess of H Wizard Wares. I'm really excited to have you guys all here. We're going to start a new Let's Play of Hogwarts Legacy. So make sure you subscribe so you can follow along with all of the videos that come out in this Let's Play. I've already played this game twice, once all the way through the story on Xbox One as a Gryffindor, and I have another save file as a Gryffindor on my Switch. But this time I thought it would be fun to try a new house that I haven't played before. I know there are some parts of the adventure that change based on what house you're in, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm glad you guys are all here to tune in, so let's get started. You can see that I've gotten my acceptance letter to Hogwarts. Term begins on September 1, we knew that. And it's cool that it's signed right here by Professor Weasley, so you can already see in the game that they've got some tie-ins to people that we know and love from the main Harry Potter franchise. And Professor Weasley is Deputy Headmistress, so we'll see what role that plays in the game. Alright, cool. So we're in the character creator now. I am going to make a character for this game that might be a little bit different from the characters I've played before. We'll see. Let's see what we can kind of find. This page is all of the sort of preset wizards and witches, if you will. I typically play as a wizard and then change my voice, which you'll see in a minute. Just because that sort of aligns best with the type of character that I, would like to play, that I feel like represents me well. So maybe we'll just stick with kind of the character that I usually start with, which is this one here. We'll go up here and make some adjustments. There's all kinds of different things that you can change. So let's see. Go with that. Let's put some glasses on. Classic. Oh, yeah, we're gonna stick with the Harry Potter glasses. I think for now those are the best option, if you will. And then we've got all of the different options here for skin color. I'm gonna click the one that I think kind of matches me in real life. And then we get to pick hair. That's a little bit too clean for me. My hair's a lot messier than that. Definitely don't part it down the middle. I do have short hair though. That's the one that I always pick because that one really does look the most like my hair when it's sort of long and long for me anyway. So we'll stick with that, and then let's see what kind of hair color options we have here. Oh, kind of not going in that direction for sure. Let's see. A light brownish color, I guess. Yeah, let's go back here. That seems pretty good. We'll use that hair color. Are there any other options down here? I think it's just, yeah, hairstyle. Okay, cool. So then we can pick the complexion. And the amount of freckles that you have as well. Fun fact, I have really bad eyesight, so I never really knew that I had freckles for the longest time, which sounds really silly. And then as an adult, I actually looked closely enough to find out that I do have freckles, and I thought that was mind-blowing and hilarious. And then they've got all these cool facial scars that you can do. We'll just leave it as is for now. Eye color, let's see. Some of them are kind of hard to see. We'll go with that. That looks good. All kinds of different eyebrows that you can have here. Honestly, I think the default ones are fine for me, so I'm gonna leave that. Okay, so this is where things get fun for me. So
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
So that's voice 1. I always pick voice 2 because, like I said, this is just
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
literally me in a nutshell. And then I'm just going to change the pitch a little bit, I think.
That was quite something.
It
was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
To this one. I'm going to set the difficulty to easy for this Let's Play because we're going to play as a new house that I haven't played before, and I just want to be able to really show you guys the story of the game and make sure that there aren't too many hiccups along the way so we can see how things go. I'm going to leave this selection as wizard, even though I would like it to be witch, because if you click witch, then it changes your outfit and everything back to the way it was. So we're going to leave all of that the same, and we're going to start our journey here. Oh, I gotta name my character first. That's pretty obvious. Wow, I really didn't think this through. Let's go with let's go with my nickname here, and then we'll also go with make my last name related to my shop, which, as you all know, is H Wizard Wares. So let's just make my last name Wares. Like, that'll work. That's cool. There we go. Okay, now we can start our journey.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle.
Hogwarts.
Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
So obviously nothing's pulling the carriage, but we can kind of assume it's probably Thestrals, I would say. We'll see. Oh, and we're being followed.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
I thought that was a
Of
really
course,
interesting
as
way to
other
start the
fifth
game for
years would
sure.
have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar.
So that's interesting. The
It came to me
symbol on
via
that is
her
kind
owl.
of like the overall
But
symbol
with
for
no
the game.
correspondence, I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard.
Wicked.
How did you...
Wait! We did.
Man, we got eaten by a dragon. So there we go. Now we can see Thestrals because we saw his friend from the Ministry get eaten by the dragon.
The key! Give me your hand!
There we go. So the key was a port key. Now let's see where we've ended up.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Alright, here we go. So we're gonna use the down arrow to heal.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling
Alright,
better,
so
sir.
we're kind of
If
just
you'd
going through
like to
here and
look
getting
around
all
a bit.
the controls explained
I
to
would.
us.
But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Alright, so we're gonna follow the professor here. And kind of play through this tutorial piece, if you will.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Alright, so the story for this game is cool so
Mind
far.
your
So we've
step.
got this professor whose wife and now
Where
his
do you
friend from the
suppose your
ministry
wife
has
got the
passed
book
away
that
in
brought us
pursuit
here?
of
A good
some hidden
question.
secret.
Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
Alright, so now we get
Focus
to
on
finally
the
do magic.
center.
Let's see here. So, is the art perform basic cast? There we go.
Excellent!
Alright, so now we've got a little pop-up here in the tutorial using the camera to select an active target. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Yeah, so now we're kind of seeing this glowing light around certain objects. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see it on that little base. So I guess that lets you know, what you're aiming at.
Ah, up there.
Also, this game so far
We're
gives
close now. It's just ahead.
gives off very much like a Dumbledore just letting Harry do whatever he wants with no like information vibes. Because here I am, a new 5th-year student to Hogwarts with no magical training, just adventuring around some ruins
Steady
with no
yourself.
information.
Reparo!
Oh, that's cool. So we've got the Reparo spell here in effect so that we can cross this bridge and finally get over to those ruins.
Almost there.
So we've got this cool statue over here.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Right, I should probably stop Buster Potts and see what we can find. Alright, so there's a mini map that shows you your surroundings. Alright, pretty easy. So it kind of indicates to you that you're going to want to go in this direction to see what's going on. Let's investigate this wall real quick.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Alright, and then I kind of want to go look at this statue over here real quick. So let's see.
Professor, this statue fortune?
This may have been his home.
Okay, cool. So we're chilling in this guy's home of sorts. What else do we got going on? At the bridge back the way we came. Like I don't think we can really go up that way. It would help if I turn the camera in the direction that I'm trying to run. Looks like on the map there's there we go. A way to get behind this wall and kind of go around the back here. Alright.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
So we got that symbol again, and it looks like that's green dots behind the wall. And here comes Professor Fig.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Alright, so clearly our character can see things that other people can't.
Godric's heart.
And now
Where
we're
are we?
in Gringotts.
I don't believe it.
But it's a different part of Gringotts. There's only one goblin here. It's not like the main hallway. Let's see before we talk to him if there's anything. I don't think there's anything in here we can really do besides talk to him, so.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
Interesting.
This way, then.
So they actually make a keychain of the port key,
Stay
which is
close.
really cool. I have one. I thought that was a really cool tie-in because there's not a lot of merch for the game. Oh, this should be really neat to go through
After
Gringotts
you.
Underground.
Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll
That's
see
cool,
quite
you
a
can
few
change
on
the
our way
camera
to
and
vault number 12. As
look
we
around
speak,
even when
we're
you're on
just
this.
beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
There we go. We've seen that before.
These are the
Obviously in
vaults
the
that we're
Deathly
passing now.
How
Hallows.
deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
It's just really cool the detail that they put into this, and like actually letting you see the cart going through Gringotts and everything.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
Interesting that the glow on his
On
arm.
your way.
And the glow on his arm was red and not blue like some of the other ones we've seen so far.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Yeah, I think we're gonna run into some trouble down here.
Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Alright, so we're gonna go into this vault, and that makes total sense.
What do you
because there's
suppose we should be looking for?
no danger involved
I'm
in
not
that.
sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
This is exciting.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here.
You can kind of see there was a glow over there on the
Revelio,
other side of the
perhaps.
vault.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
So this is the mechanic for learning new spells in the game. So you just kind of guide the spell along the path on the right and then click the buttons as you go. So we're going to learn the Revelio charm right now. This charm is very critical to the game. It is kind of like a meme about it on the internet because you just say Revelio a ton in this game.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Alright, so we're going to walk closer and push that button again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Alright, so let's see what's behind the door.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say.
Alright, so
Stay
we're
close.
gonna-
There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
We're gonna follow Professor Fig here and try and figure out how to get out of this vault. I can imagine that this is not gonna go well if I had to put money on it.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Okay, here we go. So now we're gonna learn Lumos, which is another spell that you use kind of a lot in the game. Alright, so we've acquired Lumos, and then you can kind of see down in the right, that's where all of your spells that you've gained or later chosen, because you can only have 4 at a time, will show up. So we're gonna...
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
I think now we're gonna battle some statues here, giving Wizard Chess vibes a little bit. So we're gonna use our basic cast and try and get used to casting Protego so that we can protect ourselves and get rid of some of these statues. There we go. And if you hold Protego and use it successfully, it then casts Stupefy as like a follow-up spell, so that's really helpful in battle. There we go. That was all of them.
Stay close!
Cool, so Professor Fig
Lumos.
vanished, and I can
Professor? Professor Fig!
kind of see
Professor,
where
where are you? This
the
isn't
glowing
good.
magic kind of wants me to
Where
go,
am
so
I
I'm going to
supposed to
follow
go?
that.
What's
And you can see,
happening?
like, if you walk off to the
The
side, it
wisps
still
of magic
tries to
seem
turn
be
you back
leading
around
me
this way.
somewhere. Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow.
Alright, here we go. So we got some knights on the floor again,
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
and we're gonna
Lumos.
line up the statues here. I think if we stand in just the right way, they'll all 3 line up.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Alright, let's go. So again, I've got this, set on easy mode, so this isn't going to give me too much of a challenge, but I really just want to get through to some of the exploring and some of the other parts of the story that we can go through. Alright, so hold X, oh yeah, and then it'll cast Stupefy, so we already figured that out. Alright, so we got some more statues here. Let's go. icons in this section, so let's see what happens next. Alright, gotta keep looking for Professor Fig.
Lumos.
And then we can press, so we can sprint, press down the joystick on the left. Here's another spot of this magic. So we've got some kind of portal here. We're gonna go through it and see what happens on this side. This kind of looks like it might be a pensive.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
Alright, so we're gonna go in and view these memories now. Again, if you're familiar with the Harry Potter books and films, you'll know exactly what a pensive is. And basically we're just seeing these old memories that were stored in that bottle.
All is in place. The portkey is well hidden. Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you
So
shouldn't
now
be
we've
in-
got some trouble that's turned up in this spot that we've been in.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Well, That's not
I
good.
have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
So clearly Ranrock is going to be kind of the bad guy in this game. And he's kind of trying to figure out how to take control of this ancient magic.
No way out.
Also, I just gotta say that the soundtrack for this game is incredible and I listen to it all the time.
Oh. Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
So I gotta say, the first time I played this game, when I heard that little piece of music there and saw this shot, I just had goosebumps. It was like my favorite part of the introduction, just to realize where you were. And this first shot coming up here at the castle is just incredible. Here we go, we get the title scene. So we've played through the whole tutorial and introduction now, and we are arriving at Hogwarts for our sorting ceremony. So I thought that that introduction was really good. It gets you through the tutorial, you get to learn some of the controls, but it's not too long. And it ends with this pretty epic view of Hogwarts. So I was definitely impressed with that, because I know some tutorials drag on too long and some of them feel really like a hassle to get through. But I really enjoyed playing through that for the first time, and even replaying it is still mind-blowing when you get to Hogwarts at the end, so... Here we are about to go into the Great Hall.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
So here we go again. We've got
Prepare yourself
a member
to
of the
meet
Black family here,
the headmaster.
and he's headmaster of the school.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
Yeah,
It
just a little
seems
bit
the
of
goblin
complications.
problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
So here we are in the Great Hall. You can see it looks a lot like it does in the films. And you can just see like the stained glass windows in the
Professor
background
Weasley!
and all of the details.
We've one more to be sorted.
There we go, and here's Professor Weasley. So now we've met
You're just
a member of
in
the Black
time.
family, a member
Have
of the
a seat.
Weasley family, and we're gonna get sorted into our house.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Okay, so now we're going to get an opportunity to pick between these two options, and it's going to give us a recommended house, and then I believe at the end we'll be able to choose which house we want anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and just...
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Here we go. So now you've kind of got some traits here that are clearly associated with different houses. I'm going to go ahead and pick loyalty because I want to play through on this Let's Play as the Hufflepuff. I've heard that one of the sort of exclusive storylines to them involves going to Azkaban, which I think would be really cool. So we're going to play through and see if that's in fact true.
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Perfect. So this is the part of the game where it tells you what you've been sorted into. And then if you want to choose a different house, you can, in fact, change your house choice at this point. So there's no pressure to get it right, the answers to his two questions. But I am going to accept this and play as a Hufflepuff for the very first time.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
So this isn't really a huge part of the
It's not
storyline,
as though I've banned flying altogether.
but it's just a way to get around,
Don't tempt me.
I think, them having to make
You are
Quidditch
here
a part
to
of the game.
focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff Common Room.
This is the entrance?
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
So this is my first time going into the Hufflepuff Common Room because I've only played this game as Gryffindor, so I'm really excited to see this.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
So we've had a change of day here. It's now morning on our first day at Hogwarts. Oh, this is cool. I've only ever seen the inside of the Gryffindor common room in this game, so it's already
looks
so
like
different.
Everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
So you can notice, like, they don't have the 4-poster beds. They've got a lot of plants and sunlight, and it's just kind of a different vibe than Gryffindor. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to leave it here, and then we'll pick up on our first day of Hogwarts in our next video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you guys can keep up with this Let's Play. Like the video, drop your comments down below if you've played the game before, and what house you're playing as. And just tell me some things you'd like me to show you in the video. We'll have to play through a little bit more of the storyline to kind of open up the world a little bit, and then once it gets open, we can do a lot of free play and exploring, so that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for joining in, and I'll see you next time.